this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down and 3. Jackson now. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10. 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
By the Packers.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 11.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Good play, boy. Good play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
It's 2nd and 8.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens nothing.
2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. But that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
Now Rodgers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. He's got him in. Complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 92 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
His throw caught at about the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Take over 1st and
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
Baltimore Ravens.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Rodgers.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Coverage there.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Cause it nigga slipping hit him with a 50K. Hit with a 40K. But like with a nigga don't smile. All the way to he's in a crowd. All the way to he's in a crowd. Hit him up with the ball on the ground. That big bang nigga right now. That big bang nigga right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendency.
And that's caught inside the 30. All day. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 78 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Smoking on the gas to the pole and cap. Every nigga knows right now I'm strapped. I got a case and stuff. Can't get back in that blazing but the bad can on the damn bus on the damn boat.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Packers 14.
So they
Kicking
throw
this
the
man's
pick
case.
six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Rodgers took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Kirksey able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really difficult task.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Yeah,
They will
man.
score. It's a Packer touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Packers 21. Mason Crosby.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 22 and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important.
And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. To throw is Rodgers, operating from the gun. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught, Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Mercedes-Lewis. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
It's a gain of 9.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
22 yards. And the Packers.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw caught by Kumaro. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football
you know,
game
you know.
here on EA Sports.
What to do, bro? Huh? Oh, damn. Shimo up late. No, I'm talking about last night.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
I break bread with the late heads.
First down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the
Playing this nigga monkey soft here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it.
I break bread with the late heads.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Good play
He's got a
call.
first down and more inside the 30. And he's
Good
out of
play
bounds.
call.
Almost gets to the 10. 31 yards there and a first down.
I break bread with the late heads. Getting more bread, and I take more meds. 2, 2, 3. Hit his body. Oh yeah.
In the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
I break bread with the late heads. 2, 2, 3. Hit your hell head.
Better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it on the other side. Get that hands team ready. No doubt about it.
I had to go get the bread from your man. I keep the 2, 2, 3 just like your man. I keep the 2, 2, 3 shoot at your brain. I keep the 2, 2, 3 tell you again. I got them racks and shit, they give a fuck. Maybe can't do just a fuck. I ain't even give a conversation. I ain't even speak. I keep the 4-5 on the seat.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback. It comes out to the 25.
I'm right on top of it too. I'm making back and I'm moving. She said me when she do it. I keep on passing my hip. Still in the chat.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Nice
You say you can't pause it?
A gain of 12 and a first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think
Why did the freak do they got Mark Ingram running this ball?
Smothered behind the line. The Packers is going to use
Looking at
one
the
of their
gas to the poor white noses. I got
as they'll
4
talk
5 of
things
these.
over prior to
You
this
play with me, you
upcoming
get some
second down
roses.
play.
I keep the thing on my hip.
Second
Hooray.
and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
They changed the way you slide, bro. I do not know how to slide with the quarterback.
44-yard line. We know he's got the speed
Oh, they
to get
changed
downfield,
something
Charles,
like that.
but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
I like the call there.
Good defense. Everything locked up.
What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Nigga tried Marlon Humphrey, boy.
To jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And
Good
that is
defense.
incomplete. They had to go for it with
Marlon
such little
Humphrey.
time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back
Marlon.
in great shape.
Marlon. Blowing on dank. Hit the 4-5. I leave by 3 niggas stank. Really don't care. Nigga getting money all day and that ain't real. Nigga, this an everyday occasion over here. Hit the thing on Bubba.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is out of bounds.
I be forgetting I got Mark Andrews on this team.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Throwing now is Jackson. Being chased out left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
I got a damn zone lead
They've got 2 more to use
in this offense. I don't know what formation is out of. This ain't it. Man. What the hell is the zone lead at? That's not it.
Take it all the way down and
You
just
called
take
a
the
flag
delay.
on me.
He
So
didn't seem in a
unfair.
rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heat.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29.